Hello peeps and hello peppers. Yeah, Nicholas in place, Barbie pink brush in place. So, welcome friends and those who are about to become my friends. My name is Frida Martins and I am an artist with multiple disabilities, amongst those autism, and on Saturdays or Sundays I'm trying to make a video called Soul Saturday or Soul Sunday accordingly. And I thought today was a good day to talk about the autistic Barbie. Because like 2 years ago, right after I saw the Barbie movie, I was thinking, where is an autistic Barbie? Um, I think she wouldn't have felt good with all the noise in the Barbie house, by the way. Uh, so I drew an autistic Barbie, and then my friends on social media said, "Oh, well, she looks like you," because I incorporated like the self-darkening glasses. I incorporated like a hoodie, like many of my autistic friends have. I tried to give her like a really colorful hair because like many people in the local autism community dye their hair in some sort of shrill colors, respectively. I also, like in my worst time of panic and depression, I also read an article called The Neanderthal Theory of Autism that postulated that the Neanderthals had red hair and autism was to be deducted from Neanderthal genes. Let's say because I happen to have red hair that goes really shaggy when I can't brush it because of my energy levels. I enjoyed that people joked I was looking like the life reconstruction of a Neanderthal, but in practice that can also be a dangerous stereotype because very many people with autism also don't have red hair and don't look shaggy. Many are also kind of accurate in trimming their hair. So I actually appreciate the autistic Barbie for not being a redhead and fair skinned. I don't have the Barbie because I don't collect Barbies, and I think I couldn't give them the place in my life that they deserve. But I made a little visual script because actually when I first read about her and they said she has an AAC device, I had to know what is an AAC device. And AAC stands for augmentative or alternative communication. And actually the description listed drawing as well. So yes, I'm doing AAC. I just didn't know that this was called AAC. This is like one of my numerous communication books that could actually also fit into a little bit of the Barbie dream house because it has pink elements. So yes, I like her for pointing out that autism can happen worldwide and deserves attention worldwide. I personally see really poorly, so I didn't notice that like her eyes turn away from the player or the audience. But okay, someone wanted to emphasize that most autists, many autists have a certain problem with keeping eye contact and it costs them much energy. Okay, I had to tie the hair into a ribbon because I am really terrible at drawing faces, but as far as I remember, the hair is not tied back into a ribbon, and some autistic people who I know also kind of need to wear their hair down because like they can't tolerate this tension when there is a rubber band or something. One autistic person who I follow on YouTube can't go to the hairdressers. When I was a child and my hair was always cut short, I threw a fit always because I had practically the feeling that some extension of my body was removed. And let's say now I only get haircuts by people who move really slowly and for who that has a purpose. Like I once donated their hair into a wig, and actually I liked it shorter to maintain it, but that was in Germany, so I have to find someone in Iceland who makes wigs of natural hair, or I have to visit some people in Germany. But okay, there are very different hair types and hair needs among the autistic community, but I actually like how the autistic Barbie, doesn't have a zillion hair clasps and wears her hair down. She has a finger spinning ring, like a stim toy. Um, some people noted that her dress is seamless. I didn't see that, but actually, she's got a point there because like, okay, this dress is like one piece. It's really easy to slip on. I need easy to put on clothing, and I actually totally appreciated that someone said she had flat shoes, because let's say when that was still a theme that I would enter the conventional working market, and I should work at an office, because the only place where disabled people, according to this German stereotype, can work is an office, then I would have to kind of wear high heels. I can't walk in high heels. And actually, like, we didn't know that I had autism when I was a teenager, because that was only like diagnosed in my 30s, and that was only kind of diagnosed when my let's say sort of stimming needs, like loud music, clapping hands, and so forth, became unbearable to other people. And actually, some talking about stimming, I read one article that said that autistic Barbie has mobile joints because she can do the hand flapping thing. I never flapped my hands, but I clicked the fingers and I clapped my hands and I whistled. And let's say today I don't do that this much anymore, because I create my own environment, and drawing and crocheting are stims of their own. But I also ripped my hair out as a kid, so if anyone from the producing company listens, there could be one type of autistic Barbie with a hole in the hair. That could also be credible. What I found interesting with the mobile joints is that in reality, there is increasing research about the connections between Ehlers-Danlos hypermobility and autism. I mostly hear from people who have both of them things that they have really severe chronic pains because of the hypermobility. I don't have hypermobility. I am, like, because I also have cerebral palsy, rather hypomobile, but let's say this one finger is nicely strange. You can't see it really, but yeah, that the joint goes a little bit in a very wrong direction. But let's say the people who have full-blown hypermobility can put the fingers really, really far back, and yeah, report humongous pain. So that is actually a good conversation starter. Yeah, yes, someone on YouTube who presents historical Barbies used this word. XYZ is a good conversation starter. And I think they first used this word with the growing up skipper. That is like Barbie's little sister going through puberty, provided you can trigger this mechanism with a certain arm movement. I haven't had the doll personally in my hands, but the presenter said the torso is really squishy, so Skipper can grow, and also Skipper can grow a breast. And that should be a good conversation starter. What happens to our bodies in puberty? Uh, if the society is open enough to this. And I actually think of Autistic Barbie as a great conversation starter. Also, she has headphones, and I put the headphones on a penguin because I can't really draw people, and because there is this German guy called Hirschhausen who says, like, some people who are, for instance, forced into jobs that they don't like, or that they can't do, that feels like a penguin in a desert. And as an autistic person, I often feel like a penguin in a desert. Um, I also read an article where someone asked, um, can't all Barbies be autistic because autism is an invisible disability, and can't we just offer up these accessories for sale, like the communication device or something? Um, no, because then then you don't have that conversation starter. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, when I played with Barbies when I was like between age, let's say, 9 to sort of 13 years old, I did that sort of like tabletop role playing, and I've also heard that from other autistic people in the community, that they rather did tabletop role playing than what was available for sale. I never had a Barbie house. I bought my I made my Barbie house of shoe boxes, and I also made my horse stable out of shoe boxes, and I had a lot of like Barbie like dolls from no-name companies. That also meant that Fred, that was Barbie's new husband, he had a very kind eye, but like he had a problem, like one of his legs always fell off. Like, not all no-name products are the same quality, but also not all name products are the same quality. And let's say Barbie, um, my Barbie, had a uh, riding school and like horse sanctuary, and actually also like, okay, she got married at 18 because, like, as a kid I thought that is what one does. And I think I would say Barbie was actually pretty rowdy because she did like cross country riding with all these horses that she rescued to keep the facility going. And Fred was just there, kind of sitting with his sometimes dislocated leg. And of course, he was capable of riding too, but I think we needed a lot of like scotch tape for that. Um, and then Barbie went on to adopt a lot of rebellious teenagers who were really proficient in like competitive horseback riding. Um, you can see that with a kind of critical eye today, but like, let's say, if you really want to find something, then my Barbie had ADHD. And my Barbie had a family who stood behind her the way she was, and all the animals and people that she wanted to make part of her family. Um, so maybe that says something about my character. Of course, like, I didn't get married at 18, but I still like forming communities, and I still I still like playing with figurines of all kinds. And yeah, we can also start the conversation with a shoebox. The big point is that we start the conversation. And so, yeah, thanks for bringing an autistic Barbie out on the market, and also thanks for making it totally different from my image. Bye bye.